Okay, welcome back to my channel. And if you're wondering, a review from the Rift Valley and you have a lot of milk, you wonder what do you do with a lot of fresh milk. So today I want us to know how to make our own yogurt at home using our milk, which is full fat. As you can see, I have a lot of milk today and I want us to learn how to make our own yogurt. So this is milk 5.5 liters, and so what I start with is to measure. So I'm putting 2 liters of milk in my cooking pot or cooking sufuria if you like it. So as you can see, I'm measuring like 2 liters of milk into the cooking pot. So that's 2 liters of milk. I'm boiling it. So if you ask me, why do we have to boil milk? In our traditional way, our grandparents used to make mala. Remember, this is yogurt. There's a difference between yogurt and mala. And if you want to know the difference, please comment down below. And our grandmothers used to make yogurt using the raw milk. And the reason why I'm boiling is to kill the bacteria and to coagulate the milk so that it can make thick yogurt. And if you can see, I'm stirring the milk so that it doesn't stick on the cooking pot. So that is why I'm continuously stirring it. So after it boils up to around 85 degrees Celsius, so I try to reduce that temperature by using either the spatula. As you can see, I remove now the spatula and I'm using this traditional whisker or traditional, yeah, something. If you know the name in English, kindly comment down below. But that is our mixer, a traditional way. And in your local language, if you have a name, please comment down below. So I'm trying to reduce that temperature to around 37 degrees. Remember, it had boiled to around 85 degrees Celsius. So by stirring it and using that traditional whisker or traditional mixer to try and reduce that temperature to 37 degrees Celsius. So how do I test it? As you can see, I don't have a food thermometer right now. So what I will do, I'll just tie it. And if you have a child or if you've ever fed a child and you know how to test the child's milk, you put on your hand to test the temperatures if they've gone down. So what I'm doing now, I'm trying to test if the temperatures have gone down. So I'm using my hand. So if it doesn't burn really so badly, so that means the temperature has reduced. So if you're doing this when you're feeding the child or when you're trying to test if the food is warm enough for the child, please comment down below. So I'm using a culture, I'm introducing a culture, which is the natural yogurt. As you can see, I bought the 500 ml. So, but in this case, remember I used 2 liters, so I'm using 1 cup, which is 250 ml of the natural yogurt. So I'm introducing the culture, and so yeah, and I stir it to be homogeneous. Remember, if I reduce the temperature to around 37 degrees, so beyond this temperature, as in if the milk is too cold, remember it will not be able to activate the culture. If it is then beyond that point as well, it will kill the bacteria, the lactobacillus bacteria, which helps to make the yogurt. So remember to keep checking on your temperature so that you don't kill the bacteria and then you don't inactivate it as well. So the milk has to be really warm at around 37 degrees Celsius. So this is made by fermenting the milk, and the milk, as you can see, the yogurt, I've homogenized it. So the milk and the culture has really mixed well, and you can see I'm still using my traditional mixer. So if you know the name, kindly comment down below. So this milk, the points to note that milk is high in calcium and probiotics, which is the good bacteria, and it's high in protein. So I'm transferring that mixture to a container. You can use whichever container you have. So I've transferred all of it to a container. And remember, I have to keep this a bit warm so that the lactobacillus bacteria or the bacteria that I introduced can be activated, and it can activate really well. So I'm closing, and you can see because the milk is still warm, I don't want to close it fully because there's steam and I don't want my yogurt to be watery. So that is why I leave that part open a little bit for steam to get out, so that it doesn't the vapor doesn't cool down and then it becomes water and then it goes back to the container. So that is why I left. So I'm using the kitchen towel to cover it, so that when the steam comes out, the towel can absorb some and it doesn't go back to my milk. And I'm using the oven, and the light of the oven are on, as you can see, so that the temperatures are a bit high inside there, so as compared to the normal room temperature. But if you also have a hot place, like, okay, if you've been cooking really a lot and your kitchen is warm enough, so you can still use the kitchen, but use the kitchen towel or the kitchen blanket to cover it. So as you can see, again, I'm leaving the oven, not the oven, the microwave. Okay, fine, this is the microwave. So that is the microwave I'm using, not the oven. Microwave, yes. So I'm using the microwave, and I'm covering it with a kitchen blanket, so that it keeps it warm and it increases the activity of the bacteria. So that is what I'm doing, and that is what you should do. And if your kitchen is warm enough, you don't have to worry. So the lactic acid makes the milk more acidic, causing protein to coagulate. The main protein here is the casein, and the acidity gives it a tangy flavor, which results to a thickened, creamy texture. And you can basically do this. So this is the next day. This is after around 12 hours, and this is the next day. And we are looking at how my yogurt turned out to be. And as you can see, it's thicker. As you can see, the consistency, yeah. So that's thick, because remember I used the full fat milk. And how do I consume this? Mostly I use this in the morning. I don't take tea, so I just use yogurt and my cereals. And if you didn't watch my video on how to make the granola at home, kindly go back to my previous videos and watch it. Be sure to like, comment, and share my videos if you like them, guys. And if you like this kind of videos, give me a shout out, and share on your social medias. You can also follow me on Instagram. So look at how the yogurt looks, guys. You don't have to buy yogurt anymore. And as preparing it at home, you really know what you've added, you know what ingredients you have. As you can see, there was no other ingredient. The only ingredient I had was the natural yogurt. And the only equipment I used was what you could see, guys. It's as simple as that. You don't have to buy yogurt anymore. And if your children don't like it that way, you can put a little bit of sugar. But remember, the granola is sweet already. It was sweetened by honey. So if you put the granola, it is sweet. And this is what you should try, guys. Please don't forget to subscribe and share. I love you all.